Hello, good evening, and welcome to our Harrow College Virtual Open Day for ESOL. Thank you for joining us today. My name's Lucy, and I'm just going to host the session today, give you a little bit of information, and then I shall hand over to my colleagues, Kawal and Eddie, who will give you some more information about the ESOL programme that we have to offer here at Harrow College. So as I say, thank you for joining us. We are recording the session, so we'll be able to share the link with you afterwards, and it will also be available on our website. If you haven't already registered for the open day, you can do that today. We've popped the link into the chat, so do fill the form out if you haven't already, and that will enable us to send you some information about the college and share the link as well. If you've got any questions as we're going through, we're happy to answer those at the end. So do pop those into the chat box and we'll pick those up and we can share them with the team at the end of the session. So on that note, I'm going to hand over to my colleagues, Kawal and Eddie, and they will take you through the programme that we have to offer for ESOL. Thank you. Over to you both.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that visible? I've started sharing. Is that visible now?
I don't think we see it yet. Come on.
Okay. I'm going to share screen.
Can't see that yet.
Now?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So good evening, everybody. My name is Kawal Chowdhury, and I'm an ESOL lecturer at Harrow College. Joining me is my colleague, Edward Nika, who will talk about his role at Harrow College in a few minutes. So I'm going to introduce ESOL provision to you this evening. In the ESOL department, we have part-time courses mainly for young people and part-time courses for adults and full-time courses for young people. It's 16 to 23, and full-time courses, as you can see, begin at beginner's level and go through entry 1 and entry 2. They run from September to June. It's 16.5 hours weekly over 4 days. You get 2 qualifications, ESOL and maths, plus you get weekly tutorials. You have assignments in geography, science, and art. You also will be introduced to working environment. We have work modules at entry 1 and entry 2, which is really about giving you some of the skills that you will need later on at work. We also introduce digital skills quite early on to help you deal with the modern digital world that we live in. At entry 3, we have courses that have an additional qualification, a vocational qualification. So along with ESOL and maths, you will also study a vocational subject of your choice. This may be childcare, business, IT, science, and you could do a combination of business and IT. You will continue to have your weekly tutorials. The other additional element at entry 3 is 1 week work experience, which usually happens in May. You will be sent for 1 week placement in a place of your choice, which will hopefully suitably be related to your vocational subject area. So for example, if you're studying childcare, you can request for placement in a nursery. But if you're studying business or IT, you might prefer to do your work experience in a retail environment or in an office environment. These are some of the subject areas that we cover. As you can see, like I mentioned, there's childcare or science or business, IT. And depending on demand, we sometimes run art and drama courses as well. Progressing on from entry 3, you can go on to study level 1, level 2 within ESOL department. We have what we call a GCSE science package, which is really aimed at young learners who wish to pursue a career in science, medicine, related areas related to science. Again, the basic subjects are the same. You will have ESOL in English, GCSE. You will be given the opportunity to do GCSE in English and maths, and you will have GCSE in the science subjects, biology, chemistry, physics. You'll have a weekly tutorial, and you will also go for 1 week's work experience. We have maths on all our full-time courses for young people, and I'm going to hand over to my colleague Eddie, who will tell you more about maths.
Hello, yes, I'm specialist mode in maths. So in maths, we're starting from the entry 1 level, and it doesn't really matter if you're an entry 1 language class. If your math skills are well developed and more developed, then we will give you a chance to do maths at different levels, entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. We can go up to level 1 and including GCSE if we feel that your math skills are at GCSE level. So maths is quite flexible, which is really, really good for someone that's got very good skills in maths, and also good for people who need to relearn or remember better the skills that they've learned in the past. We start with a diagnostic test in the first few weeks, and from there, we will know exactly what are your maths needs. The maths courses are exam-based, so there are exams at the end of each of the maths course, and you'll have the chance to sit the exams 3 times in the academic year, just to give you that more flexibility, just in case the first time you may not have been successful. So that's the maths for the ESOL. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eddie. So really, as Eddie said, you will get a diagnostic test in the first few weeks. When you register your interest, we will invite you for an interview and an assessment, which is really to determine your level of ability in English, also to get to really know what your interests are and what your future career aims are, so that we can give you the correct advice and guidance in relation to which course is the most suitable for you. And then once you are with us, if you come with little or no English, you start at beginner's level, but if you have some English, after the assessment, we're able to provide you with the right level of course. After you complete ESOL courses with us, again, depending on which level you come to us, beginners, entry, there's very clear progression route for you. So if you're at beginners, you can progress to entry 1, entry 2, or even if you really made good progress, you can jump levels, get to entry 3, and then from there you can enter mainstream courses at level 1 or level 2. So level 1 courses, you could really join any of the courses that we have in the college: IT, business, art, media, sports academy. Our students have gone on to construction, plumbing, science, childcare, hair and beauty. And if you wish to study a course which is not in our college, our careers team will help you to plan and choose the course elsewhere. So really, we don't restrict you to progression within Harrow College, but we will help you to choose and progress onto course of your choice anywhere that you wish. We have a very dedicated careers team, which will help you with your progression discussions. Our GCSE science students have moved on to A levels, they've gone to BTech level 3, and many students have gone on to university to study science at a degree level and to do PhDs. In fact, looking at our recent destination data, students from ESOL department have gone on to Kingston University, they've gone to Middlesex, University of Westminster, to study a range of degree courses such as politics, international relations, business management, and even law. here are some testimonies from some of our past students, and I will leave you to read them. As I said, progression opportunities are really huge within the college, and if the student does not find a course within the college, the college team help them to find one elsewhere. The other advantage of studying with us at Harrow College is that our teaching team is from a varied background. So we understand the needs of our ESOL learners, and we can empathize their journeys, and we can empathize some of the struggles that they face with day in, day out. And so I think students usually find that they get the support that they need in the ESOL team when they join us at Harrow College. And we are generally known to have some excellent rapport with our students. Like I said, it's all about celebrating, it's all about equality and diversity, and we do that very well within the ESOL team. These are some of the things that we do year in, year out, and students absolutely love to be part of it. We know we're going through the pandemic, and however, COVID has not stopped us from really sharing some cultural moments together. If you're an adult 19 plus, we have part-time courses for you at different levels, at entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, level 1. And you will really achieve 7 qualifications at the end of each level. So there's speaking, listening, reading, writing, there's maths, there's living and working in the UK, digital skills, and employability skills. Our part-time courses run over 3 semesters, and by the end of the year, you would have achieved 7 qualifications. Progression from level 1 is to level 2, where you have 5 qualifications. Excuse me. Eddie, could you take over, please?
Yes, definitely. So, as you said, part-time level 2, it's still the same as the other ones, 3 semesters. They start in September and they end in June. You have 8 hours a week, and at the end in June, you will receive 5 qualifications: speaking and listening, reading and writing, employability skills, and also volunteering. We move to the next. Now, we have for part-time, some students of our part-time cohort work, and they can only attend lessons in the evening. Well, we have some classes for evening at entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, and level 1. The pre-entry, the very beginner course, is for the whole year, and it's 6 hours a week in the evening. You will start on 6:15, and you do it on Tuesday, on Thursday. There's only 2 nights a week. And at the end, you will receive 5 qualifications: speaking and listening, reading, writing, and maths. Maths levels, we target the levels at entry 1, entry 2, and entry 3. Next. Now, these are a few of the multitude of examples of how you will study at Harrow College. Some examples include writing words, sentences, texts, pair and group work. Group work in the current situation with the pandemic might be restricted to just the pair work, but still you will communicate with other members in the class. Tests and quizzes. Some qualifications are portfolio based, where we add evidence of your very, very good work and attach it to portfolios, whereas other courses have exams. You will also be asked to do presentations, role plays. You will blend in the learning of the digital skills with the maths and digital skills with English. We will do a lot of reading at word level, sentence level, and texts such as newspapers, magazines. Also, you'll be engaged in discussions, especially level 1 or level 2. You'll have to prepare discussions on certain topics that you will have to research online. You'll watch a lot of videos and listen to a lot of audio text in order to practice that listening skills. We will use resources online, quite a lot of them, based on Google Classroom and Moodle. Moodle is our intranet system where only students that are active in the college have access to, and you can share the work with your teachers in there. You can get feedback. And also we're looking at case studies and problem-solving solutions. Go for the next. Well, this is almost the end of it. So we're looking forward to welcome you in our ESOL. And if you ever in doubt, we are only a phone call away or an email away. Please get in touch with us, and we are more than happy to welcome you for an interview. Even if your classes have started, we're still happy to interview you and to give you a bit of support and guidance on what you can do and when can you enroll on the next courses. So please, please, please get in touch. We're here to help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And on that note, we will end tonight's session.
Thank you both very much. Just before we wrap up, one of the questions that popped through was just about progression. So that has already been answered. So a number of our students who start with us at an entry-level course will work right the way through and then go on to other courses, as the team have said, other vocational courses once they've studied their ESOL qualifications. So I think it's quite clear that these qualifications really do get students to progress and go on to new things. And it was really interesting, Carol, thank you for sharing about the students who are going on to university and doing great things as well. Once they've got the skills within the English and obviously some of the maths as well, they can really go on to progress. So that's always really good to hear. So I know those people who are interested in our courses will benefit from that knowledge. And also just to touch on the careers information as well, as the team said, do get in touch. If you're not quite sure what level, that's fine, because you'll apply, you'll have the diagnostic, you'll be able to be put onto the right course that suits your level, and means that you'll be on the right course to help you progress as well. And again, just with that in mind, we did have a welcome session earlier today. So if you've missed that, don't worry, that's available on the website in a couple of days' time. So you can find out a little bit more about the careers advice, the careers team, and also the support for students in general, as well as what you've heard from the ESOL team today. So I think on that note, we are accepting applications. So if you're ready to apply, do get in touch. The full-time and the part-time, do let us know if you're interested. The website application forms are there, so you can apply online. And if you've got any queries, as Eddie just said, get in touch, give us a call or email us. We're very happy to hear from you and to help you with your journey at Harrow College. So again, thank you very much, Carol and Eddie, for your time this evening and for sharing the information. I know it will be of help to many potential students. And that's all for today. So thank you very much and good night.